scared, upset, mad, all of it, all the above. So, what do you guys think? What's the biggest problem? We all know, we see it, right, Jose? We see it. Are we
See
live?
what?
Oh
Yeah,
shoot,
live.
we're live. We're live on our Facebook and our Instagram page. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome to the JCA Sports Podcast.
YouTube, not Instagram. We're
I
live
mean,
on Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook and YouTube. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome everybody to the JCA Sports Podcast. I'm Eric Avila, so Jose Contreras to my left. Thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about the Chicago Bears today. We're also doing something different. We apologize. I know my post at 7:30 on my Facebook page. We do apologize. I do apologize for that. But we're trying something new for the people who are joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. We are live also on TikTok. So if you follow JCA Sports Pod on TikTok, we're also live on there too as well. We will read all the comments. We would the show is basically off for our people following us. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Yesterday, Jose, the Chicago Bears lost 19-13 to the Houston Texans, one of the most promising teams in the AFC, I guess you could say. But it looked horrible, bro. It looked bad.
Here, why you go ahead and talk about that? I'm gonna move this up a little bit more.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, it looked really bad. The offensive line looked atrocious to all degrees. We ain't even gonna lie about that shit. The Chicago Bears gave up. Offensive line gave up about 11 quarterback hits, 7 sacks. Everything was horrible. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that want to blame Caleb Williams and Mr. He could do everything over here simply because he was a Heisman winning quarterback. But at the same time, you can't blame him for everything, can you? Like you cannot blame him for how the Bears offensive line played yesterday, and it just. I don't even know how to begin because I'm one of the more laid back guys out of the whole entire group here, unless if you like say something stupid and piss me off. But even though on top of that, it's frustrating to see our Chicago Bears the way how they played, and we expected something different. We expected something new. We expected something to give us. What's what I'm trying to look for here? Give us something new for us to cheer about. A change of pace, a new look, something. And yet it seems like we have the same old bullshit, the same old fucking problems, the same issues for the last, I don't know. I've been a Bears fan for like the last 20 years. I'm 33. So just take a wild guess at how long I've been a Bears fan. And it's been the same malarkey year in and year out. Even when we have a good team, we always have a good defense. The offense is not up to par. And when the offense is somewhat up to par, there's always issues on the offensive line. And when the offense is somewhat decent for the first time in a long time, defense is not that great. Like nothing can coincide together. Nothing can come together for the Chicago Bears. And I know it's just only week 2. And I know I shouldn't overreact. And like I said, I'm the most calm one out of all of us here. But it is kind of frustrating to see the same shit, just in a different toilet. I mean, it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's.
All right,
but Caleb is a rookie, and I give that, and everything around him should be a lot more better. And I know we shouldn't blame Caleb Williams for most of it, any of it, some of it, whatever. But man, this story is getting old.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the JCA Sports Podcast. What it do, baby? Welcome to the JCA Sports Podcast. Eric Avila.
I already did the intro. Why are you re-entering the intro?
Yeah, man. But come on, we gotta start over, bro.
Oh my god! Welcome to the JCA Sports Podcast.
Oh, I barely made it public on Facebook.
Oh my god! Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media platforms.
Anyways,
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
All right, guys.
here's
the thing. Live. We are live. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on TikTok. If you guys want to follow us at JCA Sports Pod,
you can
on TikTok. You definitely can.
Definitely can.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, can I have my phone, please? You're on my phone. Your phone's right there.
Yeah.
Man, jeez. Yeah, no, really, we try to go live every Monday, I guess, during Monday Night Football, which is kind of like whatever. We want to compete with the NFL. I know it's going to be hard, but it is what it is. But it's the only time. We're 2 working men. We have one more person in our podcast, JCA. Obviously, the JCA represents the 3 people that's in this group, but Our other members at work right now because we are two men working. But yes, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. By the way, follow us on TikTok too as well. Join us there too. But we want to know what you guys think. We want to know how you guys feel about the Bears game yesterday. Where's your concern level about the Bears offensive line? Do you have any concerns? Are you guys chill? They're like, you know what? It's just week 2. We need to relax. Worrisome. Obviously, we're gonna have the same old problems every single week. Offensive line has been an what you guys think? Join us on our. We will read your comments on our live. Bring the bullshit, but not all the bullshit, the stupid bullshit. Just bring the sports bullshit. We could take some bantering. I could take some bantering.
Eric, shut up. You don't gotta say all that, bro.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think. But yeah, it just looked horrible, Jose. It just looked really, really bad yesterday for our beloved Chicago Bears and the offense. Because defense is their thing.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears sucked. Let's be honest. The Bears sucked. The offensive line sucked. Caleb Williams sucked. The coaching staff, they're trash. Trash. Okay? I'm done. I'm fucking done, Eric. Every year, it's the same bullshit. Every year, it's the same thing, bro. I feel like we have the same team, just different players. The Bears have a great defense and a sucky offense. Every single time. I'm done, bro. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. It's sad. Look, I don't blame. I really don't put a lot of blame on Caleb Williams. It's definitely Coach Eberflus's fault.
I don't know about all that now.
Yeah,
You gotta chill out. I know what you're trying to do. You need to relax, bro. I don't think it's all that. Let's be completely honest. It's not really Eberflus's fault. It's not. It's not.
It's Ryan Paul's fault. The fact that you don't the fact that you don't invest in the offensive line. No, come on. The fact that you don't invest in the offensive line is showing it's ugly. Even Prada. Even my boy Prada, which I told you about Williams. Man, I know, man. I know.
I need to relax, man. Y'all need to relax. Y'all really need to relax. Look, it's a rookie. That's all you got to say. I'm more patient than anybody because I understand the situation. It's a rookie learning a new offense. It's basically other players learning a new offense. Offensive line is brand new. There's movement around. The one thing that I do blame, and I know you guys think, oh, it's just only preseason, but I really should have thought that they should have just played the preseason. They should have played the Hall of Fame game. They should have played in the first game or the second game. They should play in the third game. They should play in the fourth game. Simply because they can have the cohesiveness in starting off the season off right. We have yet to see a touchdown scored from the Chicago Bears offense outside of Khalil Herbert, but Patrick Williams throwing the football. We have seen the running game struggle, which was a huge thing for the Chicago Bears last year, but that's also helped Justin Fields in escaping the pocket and being a running cornerback or quarterback. I said quarterback. And again, we sit here and yes, the easy take is the offensive line is this, the offensive line is that. And yesterday it was true. The offensive line was atrocious. We were missing a lot of open blocks. Cole missed one so egregiously. The offensive line looked like they were falling on Caleb Williams' lap yesterday. And it should have been a worrying sign yesterday because we saw it the same as last week too, but this time in the interior. I know Wright had a bad game. Uh, uh, Larry Borum had a bad game. Like that whole offensive line had a really tough time yesterday against, let's be honest, a Texans team who got Danielle Hunter and the Texans teams who drafted Will Anderson last
year.
Yeah.
But honestly, it really is stressful being a Bears fan. But I get it. Williams had no time to pass.
And the crazy part about it, I saw a stat that he threw the ball like at 2.7 seconds or something like that, which was kind of like the 5th or 6th fastest in the NFL yesterday.
Like 2.3,
something like that.
The thing is, I mean, how fast you can somebody's in your face. No.
Yeah, it means nothing. It really means nothing. And, he was inaccurate.
And us, Eric, listening to sports radio all day, you kind of you hear the same thing. Ryan Poles should have been invested in the offensive line.
100%.
He didn't invest in the offensive line, so here we are. Gotta reap those benefits. Sucks, dude.
Man, you ain't lying. And I don't want to be this guy. I really don't. But I want to ask the question. I want to ask the question for everybody that's watching this. Man, was it a mistake drafting Roman Dunze? Was it a mistake getting him? Because we get it. We want to have that wide receiver quarterback duo for the next couple of years and whatnot. And I understand he's learning under the process of becoming, number one. Well, number two, potentially number one in years to come. Knowing that the offensive line help, was it a mistake drafting Roma Dunze? None of there's somebody else and keep Justin.
That was John.
That was John, which is our other member.
Yeah.
People are live on TikTok. What do you think? I mean, was it a mistake drafting Roma Dunze at 9? I know you're thinking about it because it's true. All the talk that we talked about, everything that we have said about the Chicago Bears and the offensive line help or lack thereof, everything that we've been saying for the last 15 years or so.
Okay, so
No offensive line.
let's play devil's advocate. Let's say you do draft an offensive lineman at 9 instead of Roman Dunze.
Everything still falls in place if you trade away the third pick for Keenan Allen, you have the number 1 and number 2, but you don't have that number 3, quote unquote.
Is that enough for the offensive line?
I mean, it helps more than anything what you don't have right now. Think about it. Tevin Jenkins is in a contract year that you may or may not keep because it wasn't a Ryan Post pick. John Wright is only on his second year. Nate Davis, who's been, I don't know what the hell he's been, but he's been something for the Chicago Bears, or just collecting a check. You're shifting the other guards in the center and the left guard too as well, with Coleman and I know who's the other one. So dude, seriously, has it been a mistake drafting Roma Dunze at 9 instead of getting an offensive lineman, or even trading back to get another offensive lineman, more picks and more offensive linemen on that?
It looks like it's a mistake because of what Caleb Williams is not able to do on the field.
Yeah,
but I don't think so. I think you draft Rome, you take the best possible player. 100%, he was the best possible player. Although it doesn't make sense now because you can't throw the freaking ball. It's gonna make sense eventually. Try to remember Keenan Allen for everything he is. He's just you still have DJ Moore. You still need a number 2. Roman Dunze. I feel like Roman Dunze can eventually be your number 1 in the future. You lock that up, and then it sucks. It does suck. You got to invest in the offensive line. It's going to be a rough year for us Bears fans, but
I think it'll take time to gel. I mean, as much shit that we're talking about right now about the offensive line, they also need time to kind of gel together too as a cohesive unit because they're not all here or they're not all there. Ryan Bates is still hurt. Yeah. He's supposed to be your left guard or your center, whatever the hell he's supposed to be. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. That's definitely for sure. It's frustrating. But the thing is, it's also we got to take it with a grain of salt. It's the second week of the season. Everybody's still learning for some odd reason. We're still learning the offense because everybody's somewhat brand new. Technically, everybody's brand new because we're on a new offensive team. Again, how patient should we be, knowing that the first half of the season is quote unquote soft?
It's hard to be patient. It's hard to be patient based off our history. Based off everything that we've been through already as Bears fans, we never had a quarterback that's passed over 4,000 yards. We never had a quarterback that's thrown more than 4,000 yards. We've never really
had a quarterback throw 30 touchdowns.
Bro, our history is just all over the place. Right? Yeah,
I get it, and that's why when we had this first, when we had our episode when we came back, that's why I was telling you guys that we should just worry about what the Bears history is at quarterback first before anything else. Like you guys want to throw in C.J. Stroud, you guys want to throw in
No,
Andrew Luck, you guys want to throw in this is that. Knowing that our history is
basically what I'm trying to say, we we've been through the same thing year in and year out with Bears.
yeah, same shit, toilet.
Yeah, literally. Where the defense is great, and I'm just honestly, man, like
But the offense is only trashed because you have a rookie quarterback and a work in progress offensive line. It's not like everybody's been established. And I get it; they get paid millions of dollars, and you're not making excuses for them. But everything is definitely brand new. Everything is brand new.
I understand, and that's the reason why we're not jumping off the
You said you were tired when you first started the show.
yeah, man, because it's literally like it's literally the same thing. You go through the same thing year in and year out, and I get it. This one, it feels like we have a valid reason, but every year it almost feels like we have a valid reason. Every year it's a different new quarterback. Every year it's a work in progress offensive line. Every year it's a new coach with a new system, and chemistry needs to be gelled, and all this, and that. And that's the frustrating part is being a fan of your team. It's the fact that we can't have some kind of stability and knowing that we're okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how frustrated are you?
After yesterday, believe
What-
it or not, I'm like a 6. I'm not all the way crazy, but I am.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you? What's the right word? Worried, worried, concerned.
I'm worried. Yeah, I'm not a 10.
Let me finish that. But okay, you're worried.
I'm not a
You're at a 10. Worried already.
because I feel like whatever you were gonna say, I think worry is perfect. I'm worried, and I'm not worried that we're just gonna have another mediocre year. That's whatever. I'm worried that we're gonna get this kid killed. I'm worried that his career is going to end before he even
started.
starts. I mean, the fact that he had so many pressure and all these sacks today, it's not getting better.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like there's like O linemen just out there for you to grab.
Right.
Like these guys that they have to be the guys, and there's already 2 games. There's already tape on them on how bad they suck and on what you got to do to get to Caleb Williams. It's going to be a long season.
Yeah, but also how much of it is D'Amico Ryan and his defensive ability to literally blitz what felt like the whole entire game. I felt like he went, remember the Titans, and he was like, we blitz all night.
But you do that based off what
you
on
see
the
on
field.
field. I know.
And that's
I know.
all you've been able to see.
I know.
And you look at the Tennessee Titans. I mean, they were able to get to them too.
And
It makes no difference. And the next team they face, the Indianapolis Colts. What do you think? You're going to look at the last 2 games. You're going to see, hey, pressure him because they can't do anything else. Our run game is not. Our run game has been not been good at all. DeAndre Swift has not been able to.
I told you guys about DeAndre
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift does not look good. They keep throwing in
told you
Homer for
guys.
whatever reason. Leo Herbert had a touchdown, but he only had like one rushing
One more,
attempt
yeah, 1 or 2
for
more
3
rushing attempts.
yards.
Mhm.
What is that? We don't know what's going on with Roman Johnson. We don't even know if he's good enough to play. You don't give him that opportunity. So it's like when you have a running game that doesn't look to be great. You have wide receivers already down like Keenan Allen. Caleb Williams is trying to get a feel for the NFL, and he can't because there's defensive linemen in his face all night long. This is a recipe for disaster. The defense can only carry this team for so long. Eventually, they're going to get tired. Eventually, they're going to run into an offensive juggernaut that's gonna break their spirit. And unless our offense turns it around, Eric, it's going to be a very long fucking night, long season.
I'm patient to wait, right? And I think you make valid points. You make excellent points, and to try to come up with something positive to after what you said, it's hard to say. All I gotta say is we just have a rookie quarterback who's literally just played 120 minutes in the NFL. And I know it's going to take time. It's going to take a sweet ass time, and we are somewhat lucky enough to have a probably quote unquote weak schedule for the first half of the season before it gets tough in the second half. But at the same time, it's kind of like you expected a little bit more. You expected us to do a little something a little bit different, and And our boy CP on Facebook, he says, "I'm surprised Caleb got out of the game not injured." I mean, yeah, with something at least. CP with um, shoulder injury, head injury, leg injury, just rib injury, back injury. I mean, you named it. I mean, he got sacked 7 times. 7 times. It kind of reminisced a lot of Justin Fields' first game against the Cleveland Browns a couple years ago. You know how he got sacked? What was it? A record of 29,622 sacks. What it felt like. Matt Nagy was so underwhelming, underprepared for Justin Fields and the game plan for that team. And even though we never had or we haven't had a like our first 2 games of the season defensively, we faced against 2 teams that actually have some interior pressure. Obviously, with two defensive ends and Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter, it's going to be difficult for any offensive line to have their one-on-one with them, right? It's going to be difficult for them to have that type of pressure whatsoever. But at the same time, you're looking at an offensive line right now that's pretty vulnerable, and I don't know how confident Caleb looks or will look from here on out. There you go. From here on out, because he gave that look that almost every quarterback gives, or every Chicago Bears quarterback gives when they're just fed up. Justin Fields had it, Mitchell Trubisky had it, Jay Cutler had it, and like it just looked like a face of defeat simply because they had nothing going on. The JCA Sports Podcast here on Facebook, YouTube, and also we are live on TikTok. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media platforms. I mean, I don't know what the hell you were doing, bro. Like, I honestly, I don't know. You're trying to do a little bit of a lot. I know. Instead of just keeping it basic, But yeah, CP says average time to throw was 2.5 seconds. By the way, guys, like I said, follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and also on TikTok. We're going to be live on our TikTok page doing shows from here on out as we're bringing you not only Chicago sports content, but all sports content too as well. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining. CP, thank you very much. It's halftime between the Falcons and the Eagles on the Monday night game. So if you got nothing else better to do, join us on our live stream. So
follow us. Okay, join us on TikTok. Look, we're doing something different.
We're doing something different.
We're on TikTok
We're
live.
on TikTok.
So get on TikTok. Let's have some fun on TikTok. We're talking sports. We're talking NFL. We're
100%.
talking Chicago Bears.
100%.
We're disappointed in the Chicago Bears.
I'm okay.
Okay, how do you?
I'm okay. I mean, again, was it frustrating to watch last night? Yes. But also, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt of just us having a rookie quarterback and understanding the speed of the NFL game. Yeah. It's not gonna be pretty. It didn't look pretty last week. It looked a little bit better this week, or yesterday, should I say? But it can only get better. I mean, he threw for over 100 yards. So I mean, that's already progress in itself, right? But yeah, we need a touchdown. I mean, at least he threw an interception. I guess he was trying to do too much. You could tell he tried to do a lot of hero ball like he did last year in USC, and he tried too much. He tried too much, and he had to because nothing was working. Nothing was working. There was no moving pocket. There was no pocket whatsoever, and he had to do what he had to do just to get something or to do something for the Chicago Bears and their offense.
All right, let's get toxic.
I'm not a toxic person.
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Is he better off in Pittsburgh?
I mean, he has somewhat of a better line in front of him than he had here.
Better coaching staff.
I mean, that's 100%. That one too. That better coaching staff. Yeah. Let me guess. He won week 2.
He threw a touchdown, Eric.
Oh this is the stupidest thing we've ever done, but we did it for the toxicity that him and our other co-host who's not here, John DePlaio, that's what they love to live on, some toxic lives. But I mean, I could care less what he does in Pittsburgh. Right now, you know what? I'm happy for Justin Fields because he's so far had 100% of the snaps. And instead of having the 6th round pick for the Steelers from the trade for Justin, we're actually getting a 4th round pick. So I'm okay with that. Our boy CP on Facebook Live. Yeah, guys, if you have your comments, please put them on here. We'll read them for you on our live. As CP said, Caleb's first half is why I wasn't mad at him. I saw the potential in those throws he made. He started to feel the pressure, and that showed that with the 2 interceptions, I will say he missed DJ Moore a few throws. Fields has better coaching staff around him. He threw for 113 yards. Let's not assume Fields is carrying the Steelers' facts. That's 100% facts right there. He ain't lying. There's no lie there. But to these guys, to this guy to my left, and to my guy that's not here, and Jonathan Palayo, that's almost everything. And Justin Fields is a borderline Hall of Famer for having those type of games with the Steelers and not with the Bears. I mean, they only scored 13 points. You know, it's probably the same amount of points that the Bears scored too as well. So it's what I mean, just because he threw a touchdown and what a few more yards less,
Yeah,
like we're literally comparing stupidity with stupidity.
it's hard not to.
No, it's not hard.
You gotta win the breakup. You gonna tell me when you broke up with a girl, you never checked in to see if he's either lonelier or worse without you? Huh?
I don't live that way, my guy. I like, there's no point.
Come on, everybody's curious.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. CCP agrees, and I think CP and I have the same mindset. He said, "Thank you, Eric. Only thing we happy about with Fields is getting us a fourth round pick." Yep. When Mitch left, we did not do this. 163,000%.
Yeah, because we knew what Mitch was. We
Exactly.
knew Mitch was a garbage ass quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, there was still a lot of people. There was still a lot of love for Justin Fields.
There's definitely a lot of love for Justin Fields.
Because he showed flashes, at least with his
100%.
legs,
Yes,
that he could be successful.
100%.
But guys like us, guys who know, he wasn't the first.
You said guys like you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, we know what it was.
My boy Caesar, Big C's, what's up, my guy? He said that's the whole O line. A la verga. We need an actual offensive coordinator. Give it time, Caesar. Give it time. I remember everybody's new to this whole entire system, from the quarterback to the offensive line to the wide receivers. Like this is something completely new. Okay, this is something that everybody's still learning on the fly, and obviously them not actually having a full entire preseason is affecting the way how they play the first two games.
He goes on, Jose, I'm guessing stalks social media after breaks up. I usually get blocked, CP, so it doesn't matter.
Fact check.
I can't really check them,
Fact check.
Usually get blocked.
We do apologize. I know in my post on Facebook I said 7:30 for the thing, but we're trying something new for the people who just joined us right now on Facebook and on YouTube. We are also live on TikTok. Make sure you guys follow us, JCA Sports Pod, on TikTok as well, along with our YouTube page. Subscribe to our page and also follow us on Facebook too.
TikTok's where it's at, guys. I asked and I suggest that you guys go to the TikTok page, follow us on there, watch us on there. We're gonna do a lot. We're gonna do a lot on TikTok. That's us. That's where we want to be.
Hi TikTok.
We're live right now.
Hi TikTok. If you can hear us, great, and if you don't, great. Also, leave us your comments. We'll read them here on the live on what you guys think. Even if you guys have sports comment. I mean, I'm the soccer guru here. Jose tries to be something of a guru most of the time. Basketball is more of his thing. But yeah, we talk about anything. We at least give somewhat a honest opinion about teams. I don't know, bro. Hey, let's see if they can hear us on TikTok. I'll put up the line.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're loud, but
they definitely.
Yeah, they can definitely hear us. Caesar said, "You see his potential, but if we can't protect him, he's gonna end up like Fields, scared in the pocket." No, I don't think he'd be scared in the pocket. I think that's always been his presence. Even in USC, he did have to escape a lot. But that's him trying to play hero ball with a team that was trimmed, I guess you can say, for lack of better words, at USC. He tried to do a lot of hero ball after his Heisman winning year. So, I mean, you can tell even with the pressure. I mean, if you just watch the first quarter and how he stayed in the pocket and just threw the ball and started throwing the ball in the pocket with pressure in his face, like he's not scared to be there. It's just you still have to. Everything else just has to fall in line on what they have to do, and that pocket has to hold. They can't be collapsing in 1.5 seconds when he's trying to make that throw. That's the thing with the Bears' offensive line. Everything was in his lap, in his face the whole entire time. Having 7 sacks and 11 QB hits, that's a lot of hits and that's a lot of sacks for a quarterback in his second start in his NFL career.
Shout out to Corey Parks, 332 on TikTok. He joined the live.
UCP. Yeah, like I said, we're live on TikTok, guys. So make sure you guys give us a follow and then also subscribe to our YouTube page if you guys haven't. We're just here for another 5-10 more minutes. We do apologize for the late start, but we're trying something different. Again, we're gonna have all our shows live on TikTok and on YouTube and on Facebook too as well. So Thank you very much for joining us and watching us as we're doing something different today.
Yeah, John Zapalaya, we see you on Facebook.
Oh,
We see you on Facebook, John.
That's-
Join TikTok, John. We're on TikTok, man. Come on.
yeah, this is the new thing that we're doing. So yes, John will be joining us soon on our shows. You said on that. Man, we missed you, John. Hopefully you're doing
John
well.
says Caleb isn't him, man. Don't start.
Don't start this,
Don't start
John.
this,
Don't
John.
start this. Neither was Justin.
Neither was Justin.
Neither was Justin. Let's not do this.
Think about this, John. Justin Fields is giving up mediocre numbers with a better coaching staff than the Bears have and a better offensive line.
Yeah, but at least he scored a touchdown and won the game.
I mean, I'm just saying. But yes or no, right?
That's definitely
A
true.
better coaching staff, better offensive line. He's still putting up mediocre ass numbers. I don't want to hear that.
But he won the touchdown. He scored the touchdown.
But Justin's winning, bro. Yes, but that has more to do with the team, John. That has more to do with the
I
team.
mean, the Bears won last week. I mean, if you really want to go semantics on all this, he
John
just
said
threw,
he had 2 bombs that got called back, bro. John. John,
this is funny.
we don't have to read the stats for you, bro.
We really don't. They're almost identical except for 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. Literally, there's nothing that much. They scored the same amount of points. Like literally, they scored the same amount of points, 13 points. What are we arguing here? Like literally, what are we arguing? Why? Like we get it. We understand your stance on what you're doing, and I'm proud of you for the actual time you're actually standing on business. You're actually doing it with this time.
Tom Palao says Caleb got to stay in the nail.
And there we go. And there it is. No football thoughts whatsoever.
We miss you, John. We love you. Join the TikTok though, bro. Come on.
Yeah, we're on TikTok live too as well. Like so, we want to know how you guys feel about the Chicago Bears. What is your level of concern? What are you? Are you concerned? Are you worried? Or it is what it is? Everything is brand new. Everything is brand new. We want to know what you guys think. We understand the frustration. We've seen it throughout all our entire lives of being Bears fans. That everything has been either A, mediocre, B, not all there, all at the same time. So did you see the comment? The best thing Caleb did was get a lineup.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
That one, you
He said
finally
the best thing Caleb Williams did this past season was
get a lineup. That's probably the funniest thing you've said so far.
Caesar also says, I'm giving it 2 more weeks to officially say how I feel. And I understand that.
I agree that I
understand that wholeheartedly. Like, you want to give Caleb Williams, the Chicago Bears, the benefit of the doubt because, I mean, it is the second game of the season.
But this goes back to preseason.
Yes, I mean, even before that, Eric.
It goes
Yes,
back
because Ryan Poles never really addressed the offensive line.
I get that part.
You're
right.
And that's the biggest issue. If Caleb Williams just had a couple more seconds to be able to throw the ball, I feel like his stats would look better. I feel like our conversations would be a lot more different. Guys, let's not forget. Okay,
we all chose Texas to win the game yesterday.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they're exactly. I know what you're gonna say. That. They're exactly where we thought they were going to be.
1-1.
1-1. But not only that, Eric. We have the Texans as a contender, right?
Yeah.
They were only 1 position away
Yeah.
from winning the game.
What did I text you guys during the game? We just need 1 drive.
And that was it.
The
fact that our offense played so poorly. The fact that the Bears' offense played so poorly that and for us to still be in the game that late, that tells you a lot. This team has gotten better defensively. Defensively, we can hang with anybody.
Here, I'm gonna read you a comment or a text message my brother said. But before that, he said, "If we play bad against the Colts, then I'll be super worried. Can we give a round of applause for that amazing performance from the defense, though, giving Caleb a chance on the game-winning drive? Our defense kept us in the game, 100%, 100%. All right, let me go real quick.
Johnny P and TikTok, baby. What it do, baby? Defense is elite.
All right,
Johnny P. It is elite for sure.
Defense is elite. All right, this is what my brother texted me at 11:34, 8:09, 12:34 Eastern, since he's down in India. He wants us to talk about it on our podcast. All right, ready? Coleman Shelton and Nate Davis are liabilities.
Yep.
The NFL is about next man up. Let's see someone else step up and see what they can do, or sign someone ASAP. Seeing how slow motherfuckers are on these 2 motherfuckers it's embarrassing. Also embarrassing is the fact that we got bullied from an expansion team that was formed in 2002, pushed around. Rojo getting punched, O-line getting steamrolled, Nico throwing it off of him like nothing after scoring. Happy Monday, Dion Mexico. I love you.
I think the Houston Texans definitely owe Lovie Smith an apology.
Yeah,
Here,
100%.
here in Chicago,
Yeah.
this should be a question for us. This should be a question for everybody watching on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. If you had a time machine, would you rather Lovie Smith and the Texans lose that game because then they will get the number 1 pick, and the Bears would have had the number 2 pick? Remember, C.J. Stroud was the number 2 pick that year.
He was.
I mean, imagine you could have had C.J. Stroud.
To be completely honest with you, I think
What would you rather do? Would you rather have C.J. Stroud or
I think it would have been the same outcome. Because let's be completely honest, if you give the Texans number 1 pick, will they really go Bryce Young?
I mean, they might have.
You know,
They might
and
have.
then the Bears weren't really looking for a quarterback at that time. So again, the value of I mean, it wouldn't have been as strong as a picks moves, I guess you can say, of adding extra picks because it was a second round pick. But you still would have gotten some capital back for the second round pick because the Bears weren't shopping for, or they weren't getting a quarterback that year. So like the value, I mean, the trade is still there. The value wouldn't be as much, and probably would have had one less draft pick or two.
CP on TikTok says Roshan saying he can't be held back. It's hilarious, bro.
By
Yes,
himself.
he got punched, bro. He got punched. Roshan Johnson got
Yeah,
punched.
but
He wasn't even doing that. He said he had to be held back. He was sitting there watching all that. What did I do? Bro, you did not have to be held back. He said, I don't know if I would go that way, to be honest. Who knows? Texans makes them succeed.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
And then Jonathan says Price had all the hype about to be Bryce. Don't do that.
not even close.
Don't do that.
No, not even close. At least Caleb knows how to flip. By the way, he did get benched now. Bryce Young from Andy Dalton. That's crazy. Isn't it? That's crazy.
If you're getting benched by Andy Dalton, come on.
Yeah, right. Caesar said,
Didn't Justin Fields get benched by?
Andy Dalton just was QB1 from the get go.
Maybe I want Andy Dalton.
No. So this is what really happened. Andy Dalton got hurt here in Chicago. The first game against the Bengals, he got hurt. Just came in. Caesar on Facebook said it still would have been bad because of O-line, which pointed to my question when we first started this. Before everybody hopped on, knowing that we were doing this shenanigans on Facebook and also on TikTok. But like, is drafting Robert Doomsday now been a mistake, knowing that the offensive line needs help that we all been knowing?
All right, guys, that's a good question. Again, time machine. If you had a time machine, would you go back? If you go back in time in this past draft, would you draft Roman Doomsday number 9, or would you get
We were all preaching for offensive lineman for that number 9 pick. We all knew Caleb was going number 1. If you would have traded back to get more capital for that number 9 pick to get an offensive line later, sure, that would be great. But
looking back now, yeah, you were like, okay, we would rather have. I like the fact that you drafted Roman Doomsday. I want to keep Roman Doomsday. He's going to be number 1 wide receiver eventually.
Eventually, DJ Moore's here for another
Like I said,
4 more years, my guy. And then by that time, you have to give Rome either an extension or Caleb Williams an extension. So where would he be the number 1 wide receiver? DJ still here. Like, I get it. Like, to be completely honest with you, like, if you were to trade for Keenan, I think that move was still would have been done. You probably would have drafted. I mean, you probably would have got another pick if you traded that number 9 pick, get an offensive lineman later, and get another offensive lineman with the number 9 pick, whatever the case may be. And I know the main thing is get skill position players in first and do all that. But let's be completely honest here. Like, you need what's best for the team, and the team needed O-line help. You would have not gotten Coleman Shelton. You would have not gotten Ryan Bates. You would have not been scrambling around. You would have had a somewhat solidified either A in your center or B in your left guard to help you in that situation. So again, it's like, I get it. It's sexy. It's cool. It's the thing to do to get skilled players. But if you know you need help in the offensive alignment or you need help on the line on either side of the ball, you have to do what's right and win in the trenches. And the Bears have not done that on the offensive side of the ball.
CP goes on TikTok and says, I no doubt would have taken an O-lineman unless Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. somehow fell to us.
Doubt it.
He said, Rome needs to show me something, man. I would have signed Keenan to a 3-year deal, call it a day. And wide receivers are easy to come by and draft. I mean, he's fine.
He ain't lying.
He
I mean,
ain't
you go.
lying.
I mean, Cooper Cup was what, a 5th-round pick? Puka Nacua, 5th-round pick, 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
You know, AJ Brown was a what, 2nd, 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
So it's like you could find them. I don't know what I'm gonna look at. This is kind of confusing because we have 2 different cameras. But
Just talk, bro.
I will. But again, I've been saying Rome is a pretty cool guy. He looks like a pretty chill guy. He looks like he has potential here, but in all reality, I know right now hindsight's 2020, but that O line is more or offensive help on the offensive line is better than getting Roma Dunes and the wide receiver, and you're getting him as number 3, not even number 2.
Yeah. You guys are definitely selling me on getting an offensive line. I think that probably would have been the best move
And
for
that's
sure.
why I'm here.
Just sucks, man. But hindsight's 2020, right?
Of course.
It is. Like
It
I
is
said,
what
this
it
is
is.
where we're at right now. So how do we get out of it? I mean, obviously, that
Work through it, my guy. Work through it.
what do you got to do?
You got to push through it.
All right. So now that we know these next 2 games, are we changing up our?
I think the Bears will go down and take a win.
Think so?
I think so.
We both had them winning this week. No?
We did. And honestly, the only reason why I still have these high hopes, and I feel like I'll be dumb, and my brother's going to be there, and I'm going to blame him if the Colts do end up beating the Bears for the first win of the season, and it's all my brother's fault for him going for the game. But that's neither here nor there. I think the defense is strong enough to maintain and control Anthony Richardson and the Chicago. But there's really no true number 1 wide receiver.
I
really
I don't know, Eric.
Opinion.
If the Bears can't get it together offensively, that's an L. I agree with John. John on here saying L Sunday. Look at the Colts did against the Texans. Right, they went toe-to-toe offensively with the Texans.
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson is a beast.
Yeah,
they have a better offensive lineman.
You can tell me
There's tape on Caleb Williams, and I'm
say
pressuring them. He
this.
can't do nothing.
I get that. You guys are just forgetting that they play each other twice, so they know themselves a lot well. The toughest 6 games you're going to play, or toughest 5 games you're going to play are the games in your division, no matter how good or how bad the teams are on the other side. What did the Bears do last year? How bad were the Bears?
Yeah, but that's what concerns me. Concerns me is the noise. You see what the noise did in Texas. And Matt Abrams was said it himself today.
Bro, it's going to be like a glorified home game for the Chicago Bears now.
And it can be. It can be. CP says the quality of TikTok is better. That's right. That's why you follow us, baby. JCA Sports Pod on TikTok. We're going to be live a lot more often, guys, on here. He's very. CPO says, who knows? Maybe Rome goes on a run. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors have their breakout games. Maybe Indy is a game. I mean, maybe. Colts looked awful against the Packers. Bears defense is way better, which is also true. Which is also true.
Again, there's no really true number 1 wide receiver. You really don't trust. I mean, Michael Pittman Jr. Yeah, I get off a backup. I get it, and the Packers have their home game. I get it.
It's like nothing happened. That has a lot to say about the coaching staff in that system.
And that Packers defense is no joke. They're legit. They're fucking legit. But I'm trying to tell you guys. I mean, I still got the Bears winning. I hope they turn it around. I hope they get it through. Other than who's it? Forrest Buckner, or who's the one?
For top 5 coach, I agree.
Top 5 coach.
Yeah, bro.
Top 10.
No, top 5. Top 5.
Top 10.
Who were you put? Eric. He's top 5.
I mean, Mike Tomlin, right?
Of course.
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Ravens Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Andy Reid. And this is no particular order. I'm just shooting out names.
Sure.
Andy Reid. The other Harbaugh in Los Angeles. Come on now. Go back. Get track record. Get the track record. Come on, go back.
If we're going overall head coach, yeah.
Well,
the NFL?
In the NFL? Yeah. I mean, still, right? It counts, though.
I guess. Okay, that's fair.
It counts, though.
Then let Matt LaFleur. Who else is there? Maybe Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
You could.
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni in Miami. As much as I don't trust Tua and I don't like Tua, Nick Sirianni. Or, no, what's his name? Goofy guy. Harry Potter looking guy. I forget his name.
I don't know.
Nick Sirianni's the one for the Eagles. That's Philadelphia.
Let's see. CP says besides Tomlin and Andy and Harbaugh too. I mean, we just named a bunch of them. Miami Mike. There you go.
Miami Mike,
Miami
Mike, something like that. And that's where the conversation begins. But I already named you five. I already named you five top 10.
Well, I don't know about Miami Mike, but for sure, two Harbaughs, Andy Reid, Tomlin, and I'll put Sean McVay number 5.
Nah, Kyle Shanahan.
Well, the thing is, McVay
Yeah, McVay won the Super Bowl.
McVay has Super Bowl. Shanahan doesn't have one.
I mean, he's already won multiple Super Bowls. So. Oh, you're right.
All I'm saying,
they didn't win.
I would take over
McVay over Shanahan.
I said Sean McVay because of his girl. CP, okay, top 7.
Yeah, top 10. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so we have.
I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah,
all right, so this is what we're gonna start doing. So make sure you guys. Not as well. It was a little touchy.
That's the 4 kids.
So we're gonna be live on Facebook. We're gonna be live on YouTube. We're also gonna be live on TikTok from here on out. Make sure you guys follow us, subscribe to our pages. We're also gonna put our reels up today too as well, or during the week for our shows and our topics. Make sure you guys follow us, share our content. We appreciate the love. Let's try to do this more often. We're gonna get more viewers on this. We're gonna talk about this, and we will decide. Maybe we might have another show on Wednesday or not. Depending, we'll see. John Plyle might make an appearance. Maybe not. Who knows? But yes, make sure you follow us on all the social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram.
Just as one of us looks like he's so. The panda eyes.
Caesar's comment has been up on stream the whole entire time. So let's check this out real quick. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. This has been fun. This has been exciting. We're gonna be better next time. That's for sure. We're gonna start on time from here on out. Thank you guys for joining us, Caesar, CP, John, everybody who's been watching us, join us. Thank you very much. We will be better next time. That's 100% sure. All right, Mike. He does say that, right? Damn. Now I gotta come up with a new slogan. Thank you to Jose Contreras, Eric Avila here. We will see you guys next week. Adios. So, a la próxima.